Sheriff, this is a pretty big event today. Tell me why you think this is important to have these D.A.R.E graduations.
Well, you see it in the kids' face. They're excited. We have the music, and it is a big event. It's a big deal. It's a reward for a lot of weeks of hard work, and we want them to feel that sense of pride, of accomplishment, that they've earned it. They know what to do, stand up in the face of peer pressure, make smart, wise decisions as they're going through school. And so we want to emphasize to them how proud we are of them for accomplishing what they've done.
Now, why is it?
Caitlin James, Brianna Lewis, Francisco Lopez, Mia Lucas, Graham Murray, Bianca Noriega, Bill Poole, Saul Rivas, Travion Dupree, Caleb Lane.
It helps you learn how to deal with peer pressure. It also teaches you how to say no to using drugs.
D.A.R.E was so amazing, and it's going to keep me away from drugs and violence when I grow up.
D.A.R.E is a program that helps kids my age learn how to say no to drugs, marijuana, and alcohol.
Why is it important as a law enforcement agency to instill those kind of values at this young age of fifth graders here in Bossier Parish?
Well, not only the stay away from drugs and stealing and things that everyone knows obviously are wrong, but it's important in developing community relations. These are obviously our future residents of the parish, and that relationship between law enforcement and students at an early age is something that's beneficial to everybody. So D.A.R.E is important from a lot of aspects.
Alcohol can hurt every organ in your body, and too much can cause coma and death.
A bully is someone who uses his or her strength or power to control someone else. This can make someone feel upset.
I pledge to work really hard and do everything I can do in order to be successful in life, because I pledge to stay drug-free.
One of the unique things of having you as sheriff here in Bossier Parish is also that you have a history with the D.A.R.E program. Can you talk a little bit about that and the impact that's had on your life and how you will work as sheriff?
There's no program or no other event I'd rather be present at than a D.A.R.E graduation. And having done it, I know from experience the curriculum's changed a little bit over the years, but it's still the same core message. And it's just empowering these young people. Lord knows they're bombarded from every billboard and television and beer commercial and everything they see, just the opposite of what they should be doing. So we're hoping by the D.A.R.E program that we can at least give them some idea that not the whole world, not everybody's doing this stuff, and that they're not alone when they don't do it. So D.A.R.E is one of my favorite programs.
One thing I've learned from D.A.R.E is when a stranger approaches you or tries to give you drugs, you should always run away and say no.
I pledge to live my life drug-free and violence-free.
I, Jennifer Langston, pledge to stay drug-free.
What would be a message you would have for those who are maybe in the 7th grade, 8th grade, maybe even into the 9th grade, and the importance of staying the right track?
Well, staying on the right track starts early, and when I used to teach, I talk about your reputation and what people know you will tolerate or things you will do or not do. And early on, you establish that, and as you go on through school, it gets easier in a sense because you're not tempted with all that. People, they stay away from you when they know that you don't want to drink with them or smoke with them or do whatever. So all those things starts early, and it just builds right on through, and hopefully they'll all become productive citizens of Bossier Parish.
Are you going to take care of him? Okay. You did want to take him home? Okay.
The critical time comes, and I promise you that it will. You will have an opportunity to use some of the things you learned in D.A.R.E. I promise you. I don't know when it'll be. It may have already happened. I don't know. But when that critical time comes and the peer pressure's on, your principal's not going to be there with you. Your parents not going to be there with you. Your D.A.R.E officer's not going to be there with you. It's going to be up to you. Stand up, make the right decision, do what you know is right. Whether it's drugs, alcohol, stealing, anything you know is wrong. But that old peer pressure is pretty tough, isn't it? What are people going to say about us, think about us if we don't go along with the crowd? Anybody can go along with the crowd. You know what? The right decision, please don't be misled or misunderstood. The right decision, most of the time, is the most difficult. it's easy just to go along with anything, anywhere, anytime. But when you stand up and do what you know is right, oftentimes it's a tough decision. But you're prepared. You have all the tools you need. We're proud of your accomplishment today, and I congratulate you and good luck to you. Thanks.
Thank you, Sheriff.
And one last thing, if you could talk a little bit about the officers that you have at the D.A.R.E program. These are in these schools day in and day out, making a difference with these students. Tell them a little bit why their job is so important and what you feel about them.
Of course, we in law enforcement live in a glass house anyway, but D.A.R.E officers, SROs that are in the school, it is just ultimately just essential, the character that they have to have in dealing with students and parents and teachers and the whole bit, if you will. It's a very important, extremely difficult job. It's not for everybody. And law enforcement, we're pretty good at enforcing the laws, but not many know about teaching. And so it takes a little getting used to.
This was your first D.A.R.E class. Now tell me why it was important for you to be a part of this graduation, this class, and your first time as a D.A.R.E officer.
Well, first of all, this is my first time as a D.A.R.E officer, and it was an experience, believe me. I've had the other programs and working with youth, and this is something else. I was just telling the sheriff that, when I get finished at the end of the day, the last couple of classes of the day, I'm wondering, did I already say that? Because the class before. And then by the time I get home at 3:30 or 4 o'clock or something in the afternoon, I'm already asleep in 15 minutes because I am wore out.
Being a D.A.R.E officer, it's very rewarding. It takes a special officer to be able to go into the schools and to talk to these kids. Sometimes you have to be able to relate to these kids different than what you would if you were, say, on patrol or something like that. A lot of times you become a role model to these children, and they don't have at home or anywhere else. And so they look up to their D.A.R.E officers as someone that they can come to and talk to about important issues that they have going on in their lives. And it's very rewarding to be a D.A.R.E officer.
It's just we're looking forward to expanding possibly next year into the middle school, of course, with the cooperation and approval of the school board. And if all that comes through, we're going to cover all the middle schools next year.
Thank you, Ken.